Rachel Parris is taking a look at the language surrounding our leaving the EU. Rachel, I think you have more on this.
Thank you, Nish. I don't just have more, I have it all. Over the course of the Brexit debate, there's been lots of weird rhetoric thrown around, and this being Remembrance Week, I wanted to have a look at one of the most intriguing aspects, and that is the conjuring of nostalgia associated with World War II to argue for Britain exiting Europe. Here's Nigel Farage arriving at a campaign event to the music from The Great Escape. What an underwhelming scene. You can just about hear the music over the literally 8 of people cheering. Indeed, now we are leaving the EU, the World War II rhetoric continues. For example, the Mail on Sunday recently mocked up this image. This is former Brexit Secretary David Davis appearing as a pilot in the Battle of Britain, turning him into a sort of sexy poster boy for absolutely no one. And yes, Davis is a bit like a war hero, what with battling through 4 gruelling hours of meetings over 2 years, throwing a tantrum, giving up and leaving Britain in the shit. So, with politicians using British military history as a way of drumming up excitement about leaving the EU, a lot of people have been asking me, Rachel, will Brexit be as cool as the global catastrophe that was World War II?
Are a lot of people asking that, Rachel?
Like you wouldn't believe, Nish. Let's look at what World War II was really like. Now, if you weren't cornered by the Luftwaffe on the beaches of Normandy, it was wonderful. Hunky American GIs came over and wooed your nan with Twinkies, and instead of wearing tights, you just painted your legs with creosote. Cigarettes were really cheap, and they weren't even bad for you. Of course, when you got home, the Nazis might have blown up your house, but then you'd just find a totally undamaged piano in all the rubble and start having a good old sing-song with your surviving neighbours. And then there's this meme, which recently went viral on Twitter. If Britain can survive 2 world wars, we can survive Brexit. Time for some people to grow a backbone and believe in Britain. Now, did we all survive? I feel like some people... I feel like some people didn't survive. If only there was some kind of symbol we could wear to help us remember that. And then the phrase, believe in Britain. So maybe that's the answer. Believing. We should all just believe. It was, after all, positive vibes that got our soldiers through the war. Not courage, hard work and aeroplanes. Also, remember that in the war, we had allies. Now, they are like other countries that are your friends. Maybe believing is all it takes to make Brexit work. Faith against all the evidence. So let's try. And I want to open this up to the audience now. So, audience, if you can all just close your eyes now and just believe in Britain. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Believe. Now, someone's not doing it because we have not solved the Irish border problem. Shame on you. What a fun game. In September 2017, Nigel Farage got a standing ovation at a rally of the far right in Germany. Rather surprising, then, that 2 months before that, he'd urged youngsters to go see the movie Dunkirk, where we were literally fighting against a far-right German party. Despite telling people to go and see Dunkirk, what's odd is that it looks like being near the film's poster is making him incredibly sad. Why so glum, Nigel? Was it the discovery that no one wears a suit and tie to the cinema anymore? Or was it because he just watched his side lose? Who can say? Patriotism needn't be only about looking backwards. Both world wars were last century. We can't keep on singing 2 world wars and 1 World Cup. We're different now in the 21st century. We're 2 failed invasions in the Middle East and 1 semi-final. But don't listen to me. I wasn't even in World War II. I know. Now she tells us.
Thank you, Rachel.